So interpreting an artwork. So we've done this before. Really, all interpreting an artwork is looking at a piece of art and deciding what do you see and what does that mean to you, or what do you think that the artwork means. Most of the time, we don't have the opportunity to actually know really what the artist intended for an artwork to mean. Either the artist is dead and gone and old, or they don't really want to disclose that. So most often when you look at a piece of art, you have to interpret it yourself. This is pretty cool, actually. This gives you your own opinion about it. It means that you can't be wrong. It does need to be logical. So that's the only part of that gives you any sort of outline. It has to be logical, and you have to pay attention to what is in the piece that you are viewing, okay? So we're gonna look at, I'm just gonna give you a quick example so that you know what to do for your interpretation of your artwork. I'm gonna use the artwork that is called Girl with a Pearl Earring. So this is a painting most of you have seen, and I'm just going to answer the questions like I would if I was interpreting this artwork for you, and then that's what you will do for your artwork. So number one is the visual cues. So this would be, what do I see? Not what do I think is happening, not what do I think the meaning is. It's not interpreting it at all. It's strictly, what do I see? So with this particular piece, I see a young girl. She's 15 or 16. She has a blue headscarf on, and there's like, it's like the front part is blue and the back is yellow. She's looking over her left shoulder, and she has one pearl earring in, and it's big. It's a big pearl, and it's kind of dangling. She has almost an olive or a yellow colored cloak on, and a white dress shirt underneath. And she's looking over her left shoulder. You can see both of her eyes, and she's looking directly at the person who's painting her. And she also has makeup on, so she has like bright red lipstick. All right, so that is interpreting, or that's just telling you what I see. That is not making any sort of idea of any judgment about what I think it means. So then secondly, I'm gonna ask questions. All right, so I wanna ask all the questions that I have about this artwork. So about this person, who she is, all those things. All right, so here's my questions. Who is she? How old is she? Why is she wearing the blue headscarf? Why do you only see one of her earrings? Why is she looking over her shoulder? Is she going somewhere? The background is all black, so where is she? When was this made? How long ago was this? Why does she have a cloak on? Is it cold outside? Who gave her the earrings, or who gave her the headscarf? What is she doing here? So those are my questions. All right, then finally, now I get to make my interpretation. So I take those visual cues, the things that I know that I saw, and I take the questions that I have about it, and now I'm going to answer all those questions. All right? Okay, so here's my first interpretation. This is Sally. Sally is 16. She is from a very wealthy family, and it happens to be her birthday. So it's her 16th birthday, and her dad and mom bought her these pearl earrings. Because they're so wealthy, they decided to have a picture painted of her, and she wanted to wear these pearl earrings, but last night after she opened them, she lost one of them. So they decided to have her sit so that she's looking over her shoulder, so you only see one earring because she lost the other one. The blue headscarf is from her best friend. It's another birthday present, and her best friend gave that to her, so she thought she would wear it for the portrait. She is wearing a cloak because it's right around November, so it's kind of cold outside, and they've got a huge giant house, so it's really drafty. So she likes to be warm even in the house. And they put the black background because they wanted nothing else to clash with her. I don't know. Maybe she's kind of prissy. Who knows? So anyway, that's my first interpretation. All right, now my second interpretation is this. So this is a girl who is about 15 and she's sick. She's very, very sick. This was painted in about the 1700s, and she wears the blue headscarf because she has cancer and she has no hair. And the blue is her favorite color, and so she thought that she wanted to have her favorite color portrayed in this portrait because this is probably the last portrait that will ever be made of her because she is so sick. Her aunt is who she lives with, and her aunt borrowed these pearl earrings, which are a family heirloom, and they wanted to create a portrait of her so that when she passes, they still have this picture of her. And she's looking very sad, and that's why, because she's so sick. She looks pretty sad. All right, so there's my second interpretation of this artwork. Now this artwork, I'm gonna post it up here so that you can see it. But this artwork there's not a whole lot to it. So my interpretation was pretty simple. When you do your interpretation, I want you to make sure that you're thorough. So as long as you have a realistic interpretation, so a realistic story of what the meaning could be and who this person is, you're gonna do great. And make sure that you ask lots of questions. Ask all of the questions, even the obvious ones. So on number 2, when you ask the questions, ask them all. And then when you do your interpretation, make sure that you answer all of those questions. All right, I look forward to seeing your interpretations. And if you have questions, feel free to email or message or text me. All right, bye guys.